Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York. They've got everything you need to help you with winter storm cleanups, the largest supplier of rock salt anywhere in the New York City tri-state area and beyond, and the lowest prices anywhere as far as rock salt goes, and also for their snowmelt products like Pelledo, Mag, ice pellets, and flakes. And they've got spreaders, snow blowers, shovels. It's all there in one place, and you're supporting a local business on Long Island, and that's really important. 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York, 631-756-1125, and the website omnitruevalue.com. So the big story going ahead now, and it's been a long time since we've had advisories up 3 times in 1 week, but here we go, and we've got winter weather advisories that are up for, this is going to be for Sunday morning, and usually with these freezing rain events, the area of freezing rain is a little further inland, but this time around, because of the snow cover and the very cold air that's around today, because make no mistake, this is a cold air mass, we are going to have clear skies for at least part of tonight, and that's going to allow temperatures to get down into the teens and low 20s in a lot of places. So we've got winter weather advisories set up along and northwest of I-95, running from down in Maryland and Virginia through Washington DC, Baltimore, to just east of Philadelphia. Then it runs across New Jersey, up I-95 into southern Connecticut. So it's a really wide swath here. And we're going to have to watch temperatures very carefully tomorrow morning in particular, because that's when the freezing rain is going to be coming through. And in the immediate coastal areas, the wind is going to have a little bit of a water trajectory to it, and that should allow temperatures to warm up well above freezing by the time any rain arrives, because I don't think the rain will reach the coast until maybe late morning, and that will make a huge difference. In the areas inland, the rain is going to arrive a lot sooner when temperatures are below freezing. And we're not talking about a lot of ice accretion here, but think back to a few days ago when we had that icing. It wasn't a lot of rain, just a couple of hundredths, but that was enough to create a skating rink and hundreds of accidents. And I suppose the plus side is that this is going to be on a Sunday morning when traffic is usually on the low side anyway, but nonetheless, ice accretion amounts are going to be generally between 100th and 500ths of an inch. In Pennsylvania, it'll be a little bit higher, also up into the Hudson Valley, a little bit higher, particularly north of Route 84. So if you've got to travel tomorrow morning, please pay very close attention to temperatures, particularly the fact that the ground temperatures could actually wind up being a few degrees lower than the actual air temperature. So bear that in mind. We've got our satellite view today. And by the way, what looks like cloud cover from Maine down into Virginia and Kentucky, those clouds aren't moving because they're not clouds. That's the snow cover that is on the ground. So it's fairly extensive. And this is another reason why we have a more extensive freezing rain threat for tomorrow, because even though we're going to get southwest winds, it's coming over snow-covered ground. And the air in the southeastern part of the United States right now is not that warm. It's cold. The temperatures were down in the 20s and even the teens this morning in northern Georgia and back up into northwestern South Carolina and western North Carolina. So there's we have a cold front that's coming in between two very cold air masses, and the second one's even colder than the first. And we're talking about just a handful of hours where you could initiate a significant warm-up. We just don't have the time to pull that off. Now, with respect to precipitation, at the moment, the radars are quiet, so we're not seeing anything that's anywhere close by. So obviously, no issues for today. And again, the bigger risk is going to be for freezing rain. So, and then after that, by the way, since I have the map up, I just want to show you how this is playing out in terms of below and above normal temperatures. So this was Friday after the storm. We've got the shot of cold air that's come into Saturday. We're holding below normal temperatures through the night. You can see the area of above normal through the Great Lakes. So that's moving eastward, but it's aloft where the warmer air is really being felt. And you can see tomorrow morning, we're still kind of running near or a little bit below normal, showing the impact of the snow cover. And even tomorrow afternoon, it's near or below average for 1 o'clock in the afternoon in terms of temperatures. Arctic front goes by, and then we've got this very cold, bitter cold air that's coming down for later Monday, Monday night, Tuesday night, into Wednesday morning, and we'll get into those temperatures in a bit. Obviously, we're going to be going a little bit longer than 5 today because of the fact that we do have a lot of weather here to talk about. So I'm just going to show you, we'll go to the close-up HRRR model, and we'll take a look at today's 12Z run of it, and take a look at what the HRRR is doing. I kind of like the idea of the HRRR's moisture field. I think it's a little more aggressive than the other models, and to me, it makes quite a bit of sense. So this is at 4 a.m. With the salmon color or purple color there. That's all freezing rain. By morning, it reaches New York City, also into the Hudson Valley. It actually is coming in a little faster, and that's a little bit distressing because that means that it'll be coming in before sunrise. And it also, if it comes in a little faster, I would really have to keep an eye for the areas east of I-95 where some cold air could still hang on, particularly at the ground level. And then we'll just play this Arctic front through. It's not a whole lot of precip, but as we know with freezing rain, it doesn't take much to create a skating rink. We'll get some rain showers in the late afternoon when the Arctic front goes by, and then it's going to start to turn sharply colder. Not right away. We're going to hold on to some of the leftover milder air that gets in here Sunday afternoon. It's during the day Monday, temperatures are going to be easing, so we'll have the highs of the day very early. Temperatures will probably be easing down through the 30s and into the 20s. And then when we get to Tuesday morning, this is actually the high temperatures for Tuesday, not out of the teens. I mean, only the warmest places are going to wind up seeing temperatures getting up to near 20 degrees. And I'm going to bring up the low temperature forecast that I have here. So this is Tuesday morning. So we're looking at lows Tuesday morning in and around Trenton, for example, 13, Philadelphia 17, New York City, LaGuardia 14, Islip 11, in eastern Pennsylvania, Allentown 11, Scranton 7, up the Hudson Valley. We're looking at 10 degrees for Poughkeepsie. Single digits just north of there and all through Connecticut, Hartford 7, Providence 8. So very, very cold air to the south and south central PA, for example, Harrisburg 16, Lancaster 15, Washington DC and Baltimore 17 and 18 respectively. So that's for Tuesday morning. And after a day where we barely got to 20, we head into Wednesday morning, which is going to be the coldest morning going forward. So we're looking at lows of 11 in New York City, Philadelphia 13, Trenton 8, Newark 8, low single digits in eastern PA, up low teens to near 10, south central, southeastern PA, southern New Jersey, single digits. And if the winds drop off with snow cover, we could see temperatures even lower in spots, single digits on Long Island, below zero readings up in parts of northern Connecticut and into parts of interior Massachusetts. So this is probably the coldest weather we've seen in a long time here in the Northeast. It's been a few years since we've had a pattern where we've had this sort of the Arctic spigots open for a long period of time. So we're seeing the impact here on the temperatures. Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York. Remember, great place to go to get anything you need as far as winter storm cleanup is concerned. Not just individuals, but contractors and you folks in the snow removal business. And you need rock salt. This is the place to go because they got plenty of it. 631-756-1125 is the phone number, 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, and the website is omnitruevalue.com. Just really quick, I'm going to bring up the new GFS. I just want to make a quick mention of the long range. there are some vague signals regarding next weekend, and they still remain on the vague side. And I think we're right now we're at a point with the weather models where we're seeing, the models will show a storm system or the potential for one, then they kind of lose it, and then they bring it back as we get closer. We just saw that happen with the last couple of systems, in fact. So right now we're in that point where it's trying to figure out where it is and where it isn't. The new run is unfortunately coming out in bits and pieces, and I don't have, it's jumping around. But in the old run, we do have, there was a low that comes out here. This is for the end of next week. With the coast ocean stuff is not what I'm worried of, what I'm talking about here. We have another approaching Arctic air mass, and there's a low that's forecast here on the GFS to develop, just like the others across, coming out of the southern plains. It's a weak system on this run, but the fact that it's there, I think we, probably want to pay a little attention going forward in the next couple of days to see how things evolve, because we are going to see there's a couple of things going on in terms of the teleconnections that are important. The NAO is going to be going negative next weekend. And that's going to be an important development, with pressures building across the North Atlantic, well up into the North Atlantic and in the Arctic regions. The Pacific North America index remains slightly positive, which is which we would check a box that's brings a winter storm system possibility a little higher. And the Arctic oscillation is going to be negative, which means there'll be cold air around. So all of this is stuff that we got to watch, and we're going to be watching it closely. And we'll have a long-range analysis on Patreon later today and again on Sunday regarding this and other developments. So just want to let you know about that. Tomorrow's Joe and Joe Weather Show on YouTube, that's going to be at a nighttime show tomorrow. So we won't be on in the morning. We're usually on Sundays at 11 a.m. But tomorrow we'll be on at I believe we're going to go on at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the Joe and Joe Weather Show. Okay, so have a great Saturday. Pay close attention tomorrow morning to temperatures. Kind of make an allowance that if your thermometer is set up 6 feet above the ground and it reads 33 or 4, the actual temperature at the ground could very well be several degrees lower, and there will be some icing, particularly in inland areas. Have a great day, folks. We'll see you later.